Hey y'all, I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages. Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. Okay, it is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings of the highest and purest white light with the best interest of me and the collective at heart. You are always and forever welcome into my readings, okay? Please give my wonderful, fabulous, and amazing Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time. Hey, boo. How you doing? So this is an Archangel Raphael and Archangel Uriel reading. So there's a quote. It says, one day you'll look back and realize that you worried too much about things that don't really matter, So be careful with that. Like, don't be worrying about, don't sweat the small stuff is what they're basically saying, I also got each book you read is the key to a different corner of your soul. Okay, so all of these things that you're interested in, the books you read, and all of these different information that you take in over your life, it all literally affects how you are. Just look at pop culture and how how it affects each and every single one of us. And how even as an entire collective, we all have things that we all find to be funny. All things that resonate with us in different types of ways. So pay attention to, your favorite books and the types of things that you like to look into. These are the things that tell you the most about yourself. What types of things are you interested in? Are you interested in learning? Are you interested in doing and sharing with the world? That's where it's at. Okay, so outside when I went to go walk the dog, I seen a hand, a mannequin hand on the ground next to the trash can, and I said, you need a hand? So Archangel Raphael is coming in to give you a hand with healing certain things that still need to be healed within you. And Archangel Uriel is coming in to give you a hand with the changing of your mind, with the improvement. And I'm hearing refortification of the mind. Okay. And there's a dirty little unicorn patch, it's about this big, like a patch that you would put on a sweater or on a backpack, that you have to sew on there. And I've been seeing it over the past couple of days, and it started out really filthy where I almost couldn't tell what it was. I had to stop and look at it. But now it's getting shinier. It's getting cleaner, getting wet by the sprinklers and getting ran over and shit like that. It's squeezing all of the dirt out of it, and it's becoming a shiny unicorn. And when I finished shuffling the deck, this golden unicorn was at the bottom of the deck. And I feel like this is kind of how spirit has been, look, and the water right here next to it. And the earth, okay? So this is kind of how spirit has been cleaning you up, a little bit at a time, a little bit of healing at a time, a little bit of perspective change at a time, just healing you a little bit at a time to make sure that your healing sticks, that you are operating at your optimum energy that you're able to operate out of, and this is why they're always talking about, doing research and learning different things, looking into, all of the different religions and things like that, because these all put together little pieces of your soul. There's light codes and all of these things, So we got ethylene, I think is how you say it, which talks about nobility, grace, and gratitude. Okay, it's the number 6. You could be a life path number 6, okay, or 1 or 11 or 7. Okay, this says love, fire, sensuality, and fertility. I feel like you're the main thing. This is the same picture that's on the book. I feel like you're such a main character type of vibe. You could be very passionate about things at this time, but I think that Archangel Uriel and Archangel Raphael are asking you to take your time a little bit, allow yourself to grow into the sorcery that is you. Allow yourself to grow into your power, to grow into your will, and don't just be rebelling for no reason. But also don't be giving into no bullies. When it comes to those times where people are trying to bully you, that's when you rebel. But if shit can be as peaceful and as calm as possible, then they're suggesting that you keep it like that. So it says, heavy is the head who wears the crown, but within every moment, within all responsibilities and circumstances, lies the opportunity to be noble, to be graceful, and to be grateful. And this is Atheling, a wise being who is able to listen to the pleas and the requests and the demands and to respond without pressure or frustration or tension. And I think they want you to embrace that same type of energy, you know. It says she is able to distill the clamor about her into calm and focus on one simple deed at a time. That's why I said, you know, slow down a little bit. It says she is not one to sacrifice herself, nor will she allow herself to be influenced or dominated, nor is she overwhelmed despite the vast nature of her realm and her responsibilities. She wears her duties lightly, just as she does this crown, okay? It says, and this is your message. Find a way to slow down the demands of your life, create boundaries, and cease feeling so obligated to sacrifice your needs to the needs of others who are simply noisier and more entitled than you. You know, it says for this moment, breathe and still yourself, and then carefully move forward, focusing on one thing at a time, giving each task your absolute attention. Now is the time for you to be as gracious when you say no as you are when you give your agreement. To never be cruel or snap and condemn simply because it would be easier to do so. And that's what I was saying about rebelling, because the rebel card is right here, you know, and then it has the bully under that. So you could have certain bullies in your life, you know, who are always trying to trigger you, always trying to make you seem like you're being so cruel or you're being so rude just because you're saying no. Or maybe you just, you know, have a hard way of telling motherfuckers no because this is what you always had to do in the past. You always had to drill that no in order for it to stick, you know. But now Archangel Raphael and Archangel Uriel are saying at this point of healing, you're very powerful. So a simple, calm, peaceful no is heard loud and clear and understood. It says, Appling reminds us that even when under pressure with duty and status come great responsibility, and we must remember our blessings in order to develop our own contentment. We must extend patience and endow others with dignity, be kind, and be grateful that we have the opportunities that we have to change the world for the better every day, you know. So know that you affect the world, baby. You change the world for the better every day. Every time you make a very positive decision, or, you know, every time you choose to stand in that energy of grace and of gratitude and to handle every situation very peacefully, you know, like you are this beautiful master of water and also this master of earth. You can even be like an earth trine or a water trine. But I think that the way that you reflect on things has changed a lot. You've stepped more into this energy of kindness and compassion. And I think that it was very necessary for your survival, for you to learn to adapt, you know, and to be more reliable to those around you in life, you know. So they're like, stay right there, you know, don't take yourself backwards or feel like the way that you do things is wrong. Don't feel the need to come out of your character and be, you know, hella hard and hella rough with people, because they really don't deserve that kind of energy. What else? We got the air element, okay? So thinking before you act. And also, you know, Uriel works with the air element a lot, but I think Archangel Raphael works with all of the elements a bit more, you know, because he's all about that healing energy. But Archangel Uriel is all about, you know, helping you to have that mental makeover, helping you to step more into the energies of philosophy, you know, helping you to change the ways that you may be discriminating against yourself or others, you know, helping you to step more into that empathy. And I think that the empathy part is kind of where Archangel Raphael comes in, you know, and heals that part of the mind that is like sort of in charge of that. So I think that they're just trying to help you to finish healing these types of things. And you could be running into like some really tough and emotional type of situations at this time, you know, or running into people, you know, who you have had to rebel against in the past, you know, who had that effect on you. So just make sure that they're aware that they don't have that effect on you anymore by being just very peaceful and very nice to folks, and having that understanding, you know, that some people are just miserable and that you don't want to be their company in that shit. Okay, we got the grays. It says timid, misunderstood, and shy, you know. You could be very timid with people, you know, very shy when you're not very comfortable. But also, I think that you could be dealing with people who have a bit of a gray type of mentality, you know, like they're on that anything for survival type of energy, you know. I mean, of course, all the grays aren't bad, you know. All the grays aren't these terrible, evil energies, you know. There is light and dark to everything, you know. And I think that you're just very misunderstood, you know, like the energy of the grays. Because, you know, when you hear the grays, I mean, if you know anything about, you know, cosmic energy, then you know that the grays aren't necessarily the best cosmic race that you want to be dealing with, you know. But like I said, all of them aren't bad. I think maybe even there's an energy here of people looking at you like you're this crazy, you know, reckless type of energy that the grays can be known to have, you know. But I mean, at the same time, the grays are not really reckless, are they? You know, they're very calculated in their villainy. This is what I'm really hearing, okay? So, I mean, I think that people are looking at you and thinking about you in this way. Like, they don't see your crown yet, but they're going to see your crown, you know. But it's up to you to just still wear that crown proudly, even if they choose not to perceive it, okay? We got father. So this could have something to do with your father. Or I think you might be just an amazing father, you know, even if you're a mother. I can relate to that, okay? So it says, you have this talent for creating and supporting life, though, you know. You are a positive guiding light within a tribal unit, you know, any tribe that you grace with your beautiful presence. You are a very positive addition to that tribe, you know. And I'm getting this energy of like, maybe you could have tried to enter some sort of tribe that was dictatorial or tried to control you or tried to abuse their authority over you in some sort of way. And please know that when you backed out of becoming a part of that tribe, that it was their loss, okay? We got the poet. I feel like, ooh, the way you express yourself. I love people who are just, you know, well-spoken, you know. It's gorgeous. I think that you're just really good with your words, you know, but also there's like this underlying love to everything that flows out of your mouth, you know, because she's got two doves and it looks like they're flying out of her mouth, you know, with this big, beautiful, like pink cloud. It has like little hearts in it and things like that, you know. Everything that you say is laced with love, which makes everything that comes out of your mouth pure poetry, my love. What else? We got the companion. I think that you would be an ideal companion for anyone, you know. You're very loyal and tenacious, and you're not selfish in all of the ways that count, you know. You're not one to betray people. And I think that like Archangel Uriel and Archangel Raphael are just asking you to like keep a hold of that, you know, like stay very aware of who you really truly are deep down inside. Like keep in touch with that beautiful, loving energy that it is that you have to offer out into this planet, and you just can't go wrong, you know. What else? We got the judge, okay? But I just got this feeling like there's people trying to judge you, okay? This is what I'm saying. But these are people who offer only destructive criticism to you, you know? People who like misuse, you know, their place in business to give people the wrong advice so they can like take over their company type shit, you know? like I said, a very so it's a projection, okay? So it's a projection, that energy that I was getting with the grays, you know, where they think you're like this maniacal villain, but really somebody is that way, you know. You're actually very balancing, you know. You do bring justice and a lot of compassion to every situation that you're in, you know. You're very good at managing the fair distribution of the power, you know, in any situation. Like, you won't be overpowered, but you'll definitely give people their time. You're definitely willing to give people the floor and to have important conversations that need to be had. And I think that they're saying, like, keep it right there. Like, that's such a good place for you to be. Very level-headed, very balanced, and not letting anyone, like, take you out of that, you know? Yeah. Stay in this beautiful goddess type of energy. I don't know why I said it in slow motion, but I did say something about slowing down. I mean, but with that, I'm getting like, you know, I'm hearing the goddess takes things very slow. She takes her time. She thinks things through. She expresses herself through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality, you know. She's a healer, but she's very gentle about it. She doesn't force it on you, you know. And I think you have this passion to serve others, you know, but you do it through the repairing of your own body, mind, and spirit, which is how it should be actually done, you know. And oh, the way that you transform people's pain into healing for them is gorgeous, you know. But this is something that you really had to struggle through learning yourself in order to be able to teach other people to do it, you know. And I think that now that you're in the swing of doing it, people want to come around and try to convince everyone that you're some sort of villain, you know, and you're doing the wrong thing. But I'm getting this energy of like you're the most level-headed and balanced thing in the room when you're around the people that you already know. And you don't even be trying to talk left with these people, which I can totally relate to. I'm nice and I'm cute and I'm sweet and I'm well-spoken and all that shit. But the minute, the minute that I feel like you're being totally disrespectful and you don't give a fuck, you don't have no regard for how I feel, you don't want to meet my nasty mouth. When my mouth gets nasty, that's it. It's over. Ain't no more fucking poetic, you know, undertones in my tone. And what the fuck I said, I meant that shit. And that's where they don't want you to go, you know? And that's something that I'm learning to fix within myself. This is something that I'm still actively healing because I will pop off, period, because I'm a warrior for sure. And if God say go, I'm going to go. And I'm going to go hard, okay? But my directions are to stop going so damn hard all the time. And so I think there's a little bit of that there too, you know? Like, you don't have to. You don't have to whip out your neck, you know, like keep your neck nice and straight and just cool, and don't feel like you have to go there with people. Because like I was saying yesterday, you might as well open up your wallet and give them some money, because you just paid them in energy when you came out of your character and activated that neck to even tell them anything. They just projecting because they're nasty, okay? And they have no control over their own air elements. They have no control over their water. They're emotional and they're not thinking about things clearly. And that's where that beautiful balance and fair distribution of power comes in on your behalf, you know? I feel like it sucks to always have to be that energy in the situation. And this is why I started popping off on bitches, because I used to be really nice, you know. I used to just cry like when I felt like I didn't have any control over that situation. I wasn't trying to like assert my power, you know, or whip out my lady balls all over people. But I had to start whipping it out because they thought it was a game. They had me fucked up. I had to start standing up for myself. So now I'm learning how to stand up for myself and stand my ground, but from a nice, gentle goddess type of place. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm not embarrassing myself, but I don't feel embarrassed when I be doing it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not embarrassed at all, bitch. I said what I said. Bitch, look at this. Okay. So releasing what is potentially destructive and preparing for a new life. Okay, that's what we're doing. We are the children of the eternity. Okay, we are eternal children. We're determined to remain young in body, mind, and spirit, and have the ability to use to see things with these fresh eyes, you know. And when you waste your time getting angry or getting into the drama or taking it there with these stupid ass people, then you are making yourself older, literally. You're literally like just calling in the wrinkles, okay? Calling in all of the things that make you age. Excuse me. And that takes you away from doing these beautiful things that you do as a Samaritan for God on this earth, you know? So refine your capacity to help people you would prefer to ignore. That's what it says. It says refine your capacity to help those you prefer to ignore, you know. It says the shadow attribute says exacting appreciation and recognition for the help that you offer, you know. I think that you could have a lot of that going on. They've been talking about so much stuff I can relate to lately, you know. I feel like my collective got to be like right where I'm at in life. Okay, y'all is right along with me. Y'all just don't even know how much spirit uses me to make an example. But you don't have to take it there, baby. Like, let's keep it cool. Let's keep it cute. Okay, let's stay in that Empress energy. Okay, let's give it a rest when it needs a rest. Because please know that people are watching and paying attention to you. They can't wait to see you come up out of your character and act a different type of way. They can't wait for you to show them just how much of a nasty energy you really are. And as the high priest or high priestess, you know that. You know they waiting for you to come up out of your, for you to just like transform on their asses, because maybe just like me, you had to start standing up for yourself and had to start standing your ground in a negative way. Like I said, you got to tell them no, and then you got to drill that no in with a whole bunch of negative shit after that, because that's the language that these bitches speak. But actually, underneath all of that, they really do speak that beautiful language of love that you speak. And though they play dumb, they understand what you said the first time. What's companion? The Seven of Cups, okay? And the Seven of Swords. So basically saying, you know, it's an illusion that you have to stand your ground or yell at people or just for them to understand what you're saying. Like, you just really don't. Like, you ever see those videos, you know, with the one person who's like losing their shit, you know, and they could be right, but still it looks bad. It looks like they're wrong and they being extra and they doing all of this extra shit because that person just gaslit them. Don't be the person that's easily gaslit. Show your control and wear that crown the way you say you wear that crown. Prove it. That's what I really heard. Prove it. You are a goddess. You are the empress. You're the emperor. You're the high priest or high priestess. Prove that shit by showing us how beautiful and graceful you can move on a daily basis all the time. What's the Judge? You know, because I'm here, I heard like, because God is the judge and jury, you know, by keeping things very fair and keeping that fair distribution of power going on in the situations, you actually bring much more passionate movement forward to yourself than you would have if you know, turned into the destroyer and started fucking everybody up for disrespecting you, you know, because you respect yourself. So no one could ever take your respect, right? What's Goddess? The Queen of Pentacles. This is how you like hold on to your wealth also, though, you know, because we're not talking about money ever. I mean, sometimes, but right now, you know, when we're talking about our wealth, our rich, our worth, our crown, it's all within us. And that requires us to stay at a certain vibration. So, you know, let's keep it. Let's keep it cute. Like I said, what's the healer? The Ten of Pentacles, okay? And every time you choose the more positive way, you increase the wealth within yourself. And so this is why Archangel Raphael and Archangel Uriel are coming in with that hand, you know, because they know it can be hard. And sometimes you do want to get crazy And like I said, just destroy everything. Oh, well, fuck it then. Oh, we don't care about me and how I feel. Oh, we don't give a fuck. Because I thought we was coming in here with a nice energy where we was giving a fuck, you know. But if we don't give a fuck, I can show y'all how I do that. But don't show them how you do that, though, you know. Keep choosing to increase your own wealth. And keep standing in the energy that you work so hard to start standing in. Because it really is not worth it, okay? And for a long time, it was hard for me to grasp that. Because I'm ready to fight. I'm going to tell you the truth. Like, and I wasn't always like this, but I got to a point where I just literally could not take it no more. Where I was sick and tired of the bullying and of, you know, people hitting me and people talking down on me and people talking to me like I'm just some sort of filthy dog while I'll just sit there and cry like a little bitch. I turned up. People was like, who are you? It was like, who are you? And then God was like, okay, it's time to simmer down now. Like, you need to really have several seats and let me show you how you should be actually navigating this life. Because right now you're wilding. Okay. So try to avoid getting in that energy, you know, educate yourself and collect more, unlock more of these beautiful corners of your soul so that you're not out here, you know, proving the projections of others that say you're a villain or that you're nasty or that you're not as philosophical as you appear, because you really truly are a beautiful version of yourself and you worked very hard to grow into that. Okay? The magician. I'll make you believe in magic. Won't you believe in me? Okay. So I feel like this is a very valuable lesson that we need to learn, though, you know, or that we have learned. This turning the other cheek energy is such a powerful thing that it makes us so magical, so much more magical than we even realize, you know. That energy of keeping the peace. And it's like, I feel like maybe you were in hermit mode for a very long time and this is what God has been teaching you the entire time, you know. But now you could be about to have to deal with these people who've been watching you, okay, with the Page of Swords and the Three of Wands, you know. You could have people coming in who are about to try you, okay. And you need to remember everything that God has given you and all of the ways that God has improved you up until this point. Sometimes you don't have that kind of time in that split second. But it's like once you realize that that person is trying to fuck with you or that person is like trying to gaslight you, that's when it's time to, you know, laugh it off or say something nice or, you know, just abort so that you don't, you know, end up looking like the person who's the destroyer or the villain, you know. Look at this with the rat. Unwanted children or dirty thoughts. Ultimate master of environment, castle, or cave. If you don't like things, then change them, you know. Not get mad about them and yell about them. Just change it. Slowly but surely. And people will have to respect you. So we got the alligator going with this father and this empress energy. I'm hot. It says spiritual cleansing and healing should be respected, you know, and it says ingest knowledge and wisdom. And that's what I was saying, you know. It's like now that you have done all of this spiritual cleansing and healing, it's very important for you to respect the journey that you have been on for yourself. Like if you don't respect your own journey and keep yourself in that beautiful higher energy, then no one else is going to do it. What's the poet and the high priestess? The owl, okay? So wisdom, you know, you see what's hidden to most. You really see the true reality. You see beyond the illusions and the deceit. And so that's why it's easy for you to get pissed off because you can read between the lines like it ain't nothing. And you understand when people being smart or being rude. But use that to your advantage, you know. Use that as like education. Like, okay, I see where you're at with it. And I'm going to act accordingly. It says change. And it says deeply explore unknown magic and wisdom, you know. Like, some people aren't ever going to change. Some people aren't ever going to be aware of the deep magic and wisdom that you possess. And that's fine. What's the companion, the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Cups? We got the electric eel. It says connected to hidden and unknown realms, you know. Like, people think that they do a good job of, you know, putting up this illusion that they're one way, you know. But if energy haven't taught you anything else, it taught you how to camouflage and disguise yourself in danger. But this beautiful, like, ability that you have really keeps you very tapped in a different kind of way. Like, there is no craft or no cunning way that anyone could try to get you that's going to make you get back into that defensive energy. Like, this is something that you need to know. We got the chicken, okay? These bitches is chicken anyway. Pussy, that's what I mean. Okay? This says, teaches you to stick to your word and understand the hidden meanings of others' words, though, you know? It says social, curious, and unpredictable. And it says perception, patience, growth, and courage, you know? It takes a lot more courage to not entertain a dummy than it does to, like, whoop their ass, you know? It's harder to walk away without saying nothing. It's harder to hold your tongue and to maintain the, like, healing energy that you're walking in, you know? And sometimes even when you do, you know, they're saying, like, even further than that, further than the actual altercation or issue that you have with someone, you know, that energy of, like, walking away and stewing, it still got to you. So don't let it get to you. Don't let it get to you. It should never make you so irritated or upset that somebody else ain't shit. Like, it should make you sad for them that they not shit. And it should be funny. You could giggle it off and keep it pushing. Because at the end of the day, you're this beautiful swan energy. You're graceful, you're beautiful, you're loving. People can trust you and you're very loyal. You are the kind of soulmate people want to have for life. You have love on your inner self and you are embracing of all your flaws and the flaws of others. So if people look at you and they see flaws and they got a problem with accepting it, that becomes their problem. It's a them problem, not a you problem. Let them get mad and destroy their own energy about that shit. What's healer in the Ten of Pentacles? You've had more than enough time to act on your goals and dreams. The time is now, you know? So they're saying the time is now for you to focus on your own healing energies and on progressing forward in the most positive of ways. You don't have time to, you know, address nobody or check nobody. Stay in that beautiful poetic type of tone, you know, where everything that you're saying has love coming out of it, you know, and where you really are just feeling the love and the energetic energies around you, the happiness, you know. And if you don't feel no happiness there, know that, baby, you are the happiness in there. And continue to bring it. And know that when those people get mad and they get their little, you know, all in their feelings and they want to talk them little underhanded comments and do all of that negative shit, that they just some haters and they mad. Because you shining bright like the child eternal and keeping your energy peaceful goes against everything that they said about you behind your back. And they look stupid, okay? What's Destroyer, the Child Eternal, and the Magician? The Starfish, okay? Celestial symbols, baby. It says, cure yourself over time and fill up the void with something better and be creative, you know? I think that this just is really what you've been focusing on, you know? It says, claim what you want in life, facing the wild world, knowing your self-worth, having courage, following your intuition and not creating karma, you know, creating dharma, creating the best. If you're going to create some karma, you know, creating the best kind of karma that's going to come back to you and improve your life time and time again, you know. Coming out of the bag on a bitch only brings, you know, negative comments. You know, I mean, it brings negative comments, but it only brings negative karma back to you also. You know, all those negative comments that you know, are spitting in that, you know, that venom, that destroyer type of energy. Like, you might destroy that person in the moment, but that person is connected to you at the end of the day, and you're destroying a part of yourself with the part of that person that you just destroyed with your mouth, you know. So don't even do it to yourself, my love. We got shrimp, you know. It says rid self of feelings of inadequacy, you know, luxury, success, abundance, and general well-being, you know. And that's just what it is, you know. Like, people feel like they're inadequate when they stand next to you. Even when you was at your lowest place in life, people still felt inadequate standing next to you. So all you got to do is let that luxury and success and abundant energy that God blessed you with shine from inside of you out. And you already killing they shit off. What's the final thought on this? I feel like I cussed a lot, my bad. But that hit home for me, boy. That hit home for me. And this is great advice, you know, going with me throughout my day. What's the final thought? The Emperor and the Nine of Lightning, okay? So the Emperor and the Nine of Swords. I'm going to read the Nine of Swords first. And then we got the Wheel of Fortune, you know, because things are already in your favor. Like, don't worry about nothing. And just this circle energy is giving me that energy of protection, you know. It's like this little witch and her little lucky black cat are hiding in a grave, you know. I feel like you've gotten very comfortable with the energies of death and with this energy of like killing things that are no longer serving you in your life, you know. And they're just saying, like, keep it going. And if you need any help changing your mind in that situation, you know, it's okay to be like, Archangel Uriel, please, you know, like, pull up. My mind is going left, okay, you know, and Archangel Uriel will come in and help you, you know. Archangel Raphael, thank you so much for helping me to, you know, heal my mind when it comes to these negative people and these people who wish to tear me down and these people who have my name in their mouth in a nasty way, you know. And these things, you know, just a little sentence that's uttered in a moment of distress are actually very powerful things. So the Nine of Lightning says, lightning crashes overhead and you have no shelter to protect you. The burdens you currently face lie heavy on your heart, leading to anxiety and depression. Know that your pain is real and your feelings are valid. Be kind to yourself in this troubling time, you know. So it's like, this is what I'm saying, like, going off on another person only increases your anxiety. That's the way that it destroys you, you know. But as a child eternal, you're supposed to be in the energy, you know, in this beautiful Emperor energy where nothing really can touch you and you feel very stable and very safe and secure in your life, you know. It says the Emperor holds the ultimate authority over his dominion, taking full command over that which he reigns. Dave Dennison shows this by doing what he thinks is best for his family, whether it's moving to Salem, requiring Max to take Danny trick-or-treating, or showing concern for his daughter's safety. It's obvious that Dave cares for and seeks to protect his family. You may find yourself in a similar place of power, you know. It says Dave takes command of situations when he believes it is called for. Despite Max's many protests, Dave moves his family to Salem for a better career and life. Follow in his footsteps and take the mantle of leadership. Let your convictions be firm and decisions just, even if others disagree. The strength of your resolve shall become the strength of your authority. Ooh, that was the perfect ending, okay? So with that, I'm done. I hope you guys have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day, okay? That you got something that you needed to hear out of this, okay? I know I did, and I will see you later, my love. Bye.